Hi, Justin. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome, Raven. Welcome, Ursula. Thank you for joining me for WIP It Wednesday. I am a little early today, but I figured it's better to be early than late because the way my day's been going, I decided I'd better get on when I could. Renee, thank you so very much for everything. I could not have made it today without you. I really, really appreciate you being my spokesperson today because I just couldn't get anything done. I couldn't get anywhere to anybody. I had no voice. Renee, thank you. I am ever so grateful. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. I, as most of you know, I've been fighting this cold. So I got up early this morning. I was going to record my Tip Tuesday, which should have been recorded yesterday, but I just didn't feel up to it. Well, I get up today and get dressed and come in here to turn on the computer to find out I have no internet. My modem said it was working. My router said it was working, but my computer said it had no internet. Hi, Katrina. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I was just telling my tale of woes. I had no internet this morning, or rather, my devices refused to talk to each other this morning. And so I kept resetting things, unplugging things, replugging things. I finally went online to Netgear to troubleshoot my router, and I had to go through the steps with them, and they finally got me online, bless Netgear. I got through just in time to join Ursula and Linda on Linda's Live. Ursula says, hello, I'm out of the kitchen and into a bath. Oh, Ursula, I think when I get off, I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to go soak in a hot tub with Epsom salt. I think that would help me considerably. Oh, bless you, Ursula. Thank you so much. Oh, no, Katrina, my modem from my service provider was working. My router from Netgear was working. Usually when I go on StreamYard, it tells me that it will only work if I plug in my laptop to the router. But today it wouldn't do a hard connect. So I had to go around and around to try to figure out how to go wireless with the Netgear and hope that it would connect to the laptop and hope that the laptop would let me use StreamYard. Because usually StreamYard says for a better experience, you need to be plugged into the modem. Oh my goodness. And the Netgear is faster than my service provider because I'm at the very end of their uh, line, the terminal thing out there, which is really dumb because number one, I'm in a new subdivision. They buried the cables. You would think that when they dug the trenches and buried the cable, that they would bury the newest and the best and the latest. Um, they opened up this subdivision in '06, '07. I built my house in '08. Oh no, we're at the end of the line and we don't get the highest speed. And if I request the highest speed, every time it hiccups, it knocks out my modem, which knocks out my alarm, and I have to keep resetting the alarm. So they dropped down my speed, which, when you're trying to do an internet anything, it's painful. So A Mama J Way and Kelly's Crochet Adventure suggested that I get the Netgear, which I did, and everything else will connect to it except StreamYard. Well, when I got through troubleshooting it today, StreamYard, at least for the moment, is on wireless, and we're going to go with it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yes, it's been a bad day. Honey, I know. That's why I knew something was wrong Sunday when I went to your live and I was talking to you and you never responded. And that is so unlike you. And everybody I was talking to in the live never responded. And I said, oh, I'm blocked. That's why when we were at Reggie's, I asked you, did you see me? And you said no. And I kept trying to ask you about it in Reggie's, and you didn't say anything. And I said, she's crocheting. I know she's not even looking at the screen. So that's why, and every time I saw you over the week, I would ask you about it, but I know you're busy. You would just fly through. So that's why I asked everybody today to ask you because I knew you'd never see me. So I know you didn't do it intentionally. I know it was an accident. I'm not upset. I just want to be able to talk to you, Jeanette. I miss our little conversations. Um, email who, Justin? Laurie, hi, how are you? Are you off already? Are you home? Are you still working? Are you in the car? No, baby, not at all. And I'm sitting there, you were talking on your live, and I was answering you back, and I'm like, she can't hear me. So then when Renee came in and she's like, what happened to VJ? I'm like, yes, Renee is there. So I'm texting Renee and she's asking you the questions, and I'm like, yay. She, Jeanette's gonna finally figure out how come nobody sees me. And God love Renee, I couldn't have done it without her. Am I? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I know it was an accident because I've seen on Granny D's how people have accidentally blocked people, but it's the not the person who does the blocking, but the owner of the channel who has to do the unblocking. But it was just letting you know that I'm blocked. I need some help here. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Katrina. I appreciate it. Oh, and my G baby said thank you for the changed scarf pattern. She's back in school now, but I know when she comes over here for the weekend, we're gonna be on it. Daphne, thank you for coming by. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeanette. I'm sitting there talking and I'm talking to everybody, and then I was like, why are you talking? Nobody can hear you. So go downstairs and see if you can find another yarn. This is WIP It Wednesday, and so I was so proud of myself. I'm doing the knit along with Linda Simpson and Gina Pike from Knitting Turnpike, and I had them. I didn't have any. Well, okay. I've done the yarn hauls, and I had all this yarn with no ball band, so I didn't know how much yarn I had. And I asked Linda to tell me how much yarn she was using in ounces because nowadays everybody does yardage. Well, I didn't have a bag. How many ounces are you using, Linda? So she told me, so I weighed my yarn and I said, okay, this should work. Well, this is one ball of yarn. I had two balls of yarn. This is not going to finish this shawl. But I was so proud of myself because all my little diamonds and peaks, and even though I made mistakes and my counts were off, when I got through correcting my counts, my pattern is still correct. And I was so proud of myself. And then I was like, I'm not going to have enough yarn. So since nobody could hear me, I just took the chat with me, went downstairs and was looking for another yarn because I only had one more ball of this. Well, I went in my crate and I have two more balls. So I have three balls, so I should be able to finish this shawl. Now, mind you, I know my shawl is not going to look lacy and delicate and, flimsy like a lace shawl should. But since I haven't knitted in 35 years, my pattern is coming out correct. I'm happy. The next one, I'll get some thinner. I'm not going to say cobweb. I'm not going to say what. But then I will do it again because this is such a pretty pattern. I did not think, and this was the yarn I originally was going to use. I don't think this yarn with all the bobbles in it will show up this pattern. What do you think? Do you think that I could do this pattern with this yarn? Do you think the pattern would show? Now this would make a pretty shawl, maybe, I don't know. But what do you think about the baubles and the I don't even know what to call this stuff. Do you think the pattern would show up with all of this, or is this yarn too busy? Ah. Hi, Sunita. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that. What kind of yarn is this? I have no earthly clue. I bought this at a estate sale. And last week, Cammy and Crystal from Divergent Crafters told me this was a DK weight. So this is a DK weight something. I have no clue. This is how I got it when I, you know, purchased it at the estate sale. So I have, and I've gotten to the end of this. There was no ball band tucked in the center of this, so I have no idea what it is. Well, no, I don't think so, Katrina, because this is a okay. This is a four weight. This is a mainstay, and this is the one I'm using, which is a little bit thinner. So last week they told me it's a DK weight. It's just a little bit thinner. It might be a three. I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. Are you? Well, Daphne, I haven't knitted since my kids were about 4 or 5, and they broke me from knitting because every time I laid my knitting down to go to the bathroom, I'd come back and they would have pulled my needles out of my work and they were sword fighting with them. So I spent more time putting my work back on the needles than I did knitting. And no matter how careful I was, I always had the stitches on backwards. So I had to turn each stitch before I could knit again. So I haven't knitted since then until now. Hi, Kelly. I don't think it would. You don't think it would show the pattern very well? Okay, I didn't think so either. Kelly, thank you so very much for speaking to Jeanette for me. I really, really appreciate it. It was a big help. She says I am now unblocked. So thank you and Sandy and Tina for talking to Jeanette for me, and thanks to Renee for being my spokesperson and giving my comments. So what she was making was, I guess, a sweater because she's got a, two front panels and a back, and I think she was working on sleeves. I don't want to make a sweater out of this. So if anybody comes up with any suggestions what I can do with this yarn, um, please drop it in the comments after this goes live because I want to use this yarn for something. It's really, really pretty, but I don't want a sweater and I don't know what else to do with it, but I don't want it to just sit. It has such potential. And she's knitted with it. I don't know if I'm even good enough to knit with it, but after having restarted this shawl, I've restarted it so many times I've lost count. I can probably knit this now, but I don't want a sweater or whatever it was originally going to be. There was no pattern with it, so I don't know what pattern she was using. I'm just guessing what it was. Okay, it looks like a 3. Okay. I'm not sure if the eyelash yarn with the bobbles will show the pattern well. Too much going on or will take away from the eyelash. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking because when I first thought I was not going to have enough yarn, I was going to frog this and use it, and I said no, I don't think so. So thank you. At least that part of the brain is working. Um, Justin, please, this is a crochet craft channel. Um, Stay on topic or we're going to have to remove you again. And I know you get tired of us blocking you, so please, what kind of crafts do you do, Justin? Hi, Bevy. Thank you for coming. Do you feel better? This has been a week. We've all been sick with something. No, baby, you're not late. You're actually early because um, Tina, Gift by Crafts by B Rose, suggested that I move my time up closer to Jeanette. You see, originally I thought Jeanette went live from 2 to 3. That's why I made mine at 3:15 because Gigi went live at 4. So that gave me 45 minutes in between the two. But Jeanette has moved hers up. Sometimes she's 2. Today she was 2:30. Well, that's Central Time. I'm looking at the clock trying to translate it to Eastern Time, and it's not working. Um, so I moved my time up 15 minutes after Jeanette, and that gave everybody a chance to go get a drink, go to the convenience, make a sandwich, whatever they wanted to do. So you're actually early, and thank you for being here. Do a shawl. Okay, knit or crochet. I don't think it will fall well. Oh, Sonita. Really? Girl, no, Sonita, it's got a fall. It's got no choice. I've got a whole bag full of this stuff. I want to use this. It's got a fall. It has no choice. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'll make that the absolute last thing I touch then. When I run out of everything that I want to do, I'll work. Renee says, welcome everybody coming in. Denise says, just wing it and make up one. Oh yeah, that would be pretty. No, you don't, but God. Oh, oh, yeah, it's little. Sheila, hi. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you working on a C to C. Are you doing the traditional C to C or are you doing a fancy stitch? Are you doing the half double or the double? I haven't done a C to C yet. Oh, and everybody, how is this time working for you? Is this being 15 minutes after Jeanette, is this a better time for you than me going 3:15 Central Time? Just got home, so I'll catch up on the replay. Okay. Jeanette, Sunita's going to catch a replay. You have the same time, 1:30 to 2:30. I thought you were from 2 to 3. Okay, my bad. You're 1:30 to 2:30. So, okay. So how is 2:45 Central for everybody? Is it pretty good? Is 3:15 better? Is 3 o'clock better? What's the better time for everybody? Let me know because now that I don't have to, my daughter moved out, so now that I don't have to duck out at 4 to get the bus, my time is more flexible. Right. But my I keep looking at the clock and I'm thinking about what time it was when I was in Jeanette's live and I'm looking at the clock on the computer and my poor little brain is not doing the math in my head at the moment. Hi, how are you? I missed you today at Kelly's live. Are you doing pretty good today? Glad to see you. 2:30 Central is 3:30 Eastern. Right. I'm on Eastern, but the family is Central. So I have constantly converted the time. Normally I can when I don't have a head cold, but the first thing that goes when I don't feel good is numbers. I always say I'm dyslexic with numbers. Numbers are the first thing that goes when I don't feel good. And so I just turn it over to somebody else. So, okay, today, normally I do 3:15 Central Time, which is 4:15 Eastern. Today I moved it up to 2:45 Central, which is 3:45 Eastern. So, which time is better for most people involved? Here we go. I would check out the University about novel yarns and see if there are suggestions. There were links to the descriptions for feathers. Oh, Laurie, thank you. I had not seen the one on novelty yarns. I had seen Little John's yarns when she did novelty yarn, but that was all crochet. So I didn't, you know, I didn't think about that until just now. And thank you so much. I think knitting would be better for that yarn. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Start the project with the yarn that isn't working first. Then you should only have to follow what you need to finish the project. Yeah, but um, all of it is work except this. That's the only thing that's not work. You might be able to do a shawl with this. But then I still have all of this. to do something with, and I'm not going to do a blanket. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Let's see, that's fine because I go live at 1. On Wednesday? When did you start going live on Wednesday? Wait a minute, that is not on my calendar. Hold on, Bevy. 1 Central or 1 Eastern? My goodness gracious. Goes live at 1. Hey, no, you didn't know. You were the one who said to go on right after Jeanette. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate that. Ty is saying hi. Justin saying stop block. Well then, Justin, you be nice and you talk about crafts, and we will stop blocking you. But you have to talk about crafts. This is really good time because it fills in the extra time that no one's taking. Okay. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, thank you. Everybody's saying hi to Miss Tina and hi to Tyrannical. And Sheila says, double except I doing chain. Oh, you're doing double and chains on your C2C. Okay. Oh, I bet that's pretty. What color yarn? Jeanette thinks 245 or 3. Okay. Okay. Renee says 3:15 is better. The kids get home around 3:45. The kids get home around 3:45. Well, in that, you're Eastern. So that's 2:45 my time. So the later time is better for you. Okay. Okay. Nita says Tuesday, Wednesday, I work until 2:30. Usually get home by 3. The other days I work from home, so I typically lurk. Sunita. So you're saying 2:30 Eastern, which is 1:30 my time. Okay, so you'll be home. Okay. Yay. 25. All right, this is okay. Okay. Oh, but you're central. You get home by 3. Okay. Okay. Well, if I start at 2:45, you'll be home by 3. You'll still be here. Oh, I mean, I'll still be here. So that okay. Cool. That works. Katrina says, okay, goodbye. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Well, I can't rest if I drink plenty of fluids because I keep going to the bathroom. No, but you're right. I even went out and bought some oranges Monday, so I'm getting my vitamin C. Everybody's saying hi. Um, Katrina missed you at my show today. Hope you get a chance to come by. Sheila says, I'm retired, so anytime work for me. Oh, bless you, Sheila. Okay. Tyrannical, just okay is better than bad. It really is. Hi, Gigi, you're in the rain, girl. I appreciate you listening to me. I thank you for that. And Gigi, Ty says hi to you. Debbie says East and then for a while, but I was on hiatus. Oh, okay, because yeah, okay, so you're 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 12 p.m. my time. So you come on during the time Kelly's doing devotionals and then Miss Tina's on. Okay. Okay. I'll probably how late are you on, baby? Are you on for an hour or an hour and a half? Because I can catch the tail end of yours and then I can do your replay. I tend to listen to chat live at 2 p.m. Eastern while doing my EOD report. Sometimes I listen to them in the car at 3 p.m. See, I have trouble listening to things in the car because I want to talk back. I have to wait for red lights, and I'm sitting there at the red light doing this on the phone and trying to make sure that I can get it typed in fast enough before the light turns green. Okay, 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 got you. Thank you, Renee. Okay, we got it, we got it. Gigi Justin saying hi. Daphne says, I have some novelty yarn. I believe that I was making a scarf on. I doubled up a medium weight yarn and the novelty yarn. Really? Well, that's interesting. You doubled up a medium weight yarn with the novelty yarn. Because she did have a project that she had was holding two strands together. I normally like working with just one and pick the pattern that calls for that. But that's an idea, Daphne. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ursula, you're done with the hot girl. You got in and got out. When I take a half hot bath, I'm in for at least an hour. If I don't get to spend an hour in the tub, it's not worth me getting in. I like my bath time. And thank you for listening. Okay. Tina says, I'm trying to get the makeup show together today. So I'm kind of not like listening. So I'm kind of not like listening, not watching the show to make sure if you have anything to say. I'm sorry if I missed it. So, okay, Miss Tina, I know you're trying to get together for Saturday, and you got to get your brushes washed. Cast off that sweater panel. Get a solid color pillow at Marshalls or something, and stitch the finished panels together around the pillow. Toss the baby on the sofa and call it done. I'm gonna hold on to that thought, Lori. It may come to that. I would really hate to waste that yarn on a pillow, but oh my gosh, tyrannical. What you need to do is just take your channel down for a little while, exhale, regroup, get yourself together, and start over again. Just being you and do what you do, and don't worry about all of that. Don't worry. It's not that important. It's not worth your health. It's not worth the stress. It's really not worth it. Because we're all here. We all love you. And you know what? The rest of that stuff is BS. And don't sweat the small stuff. Okay? Just don't worry about it. You don't have 1,000 subscribers. It's not taking any money out of your pocket or food off the table. If you're not enjoying it and it's stressing you out, then just take a break. Take it down for a little while. Find yourself. Find the parts of it you enjoy and start it back up if you choose to. If not, you can come over here and hang out with us. We'll take you. Hey, okay, Kelly, we'll be here mostly an hour. Okay, I'll catch the tail end of yours. And well, you know what? I'll go to Kelly. I'll leave her and come to you. And then I'll go over to Miss Tina because Miss Tina will still be on. There we go. Did Ursula go to sleep? Did I miss that part of it? Well, if you've left Ursula, too funny, but I mean, it's don't sweat the small stuff. It hurts when your subs leave. I can't tell you how many subs I have. I think it's about 160, 165, but you know what? I enjoy meeting people. Hi, Charlie Berry, how are you? Who have the same interests that I have. Can somebody post your link? Renee is here. Renee can drop your link. Yeah, Laurie. Yeah. I thought your sons were all older. You still have to pick them up? See, you've been hanging out with Sunita too long because Sunita said that it wouldn't fog well. And you say nope and nope again. Okay, okay. I'm not posting any videos. I'm just supporting people for now. Exactly. I need all the supporters I can get. And you know what? If you don't have people on your channel who like you and appreciate you, who needs them? Who needs them? You only want people on your channel who like and support you and who are there in your corner. Those are the people you want on your channel. Laurie says, I've had pretty good luck holding another high contrast yarn with eyelash yarn. Okay, you and Daphne, yeah, that's an idea. I just have to, if I can find maybe a baby blue or a real pale gray, I can make something with these two balls I have. Because you and Daphne are saying the same thing, and you and Sunita are saying don't try to fog it. If anyone drops their links, I will go to their channel and I will support you 100%. I just do cover songs and I do crochet. Now, what's a cover song? Because I went over and I looked at your channel and it looked like you were posting music from other people's channels. Is that what you do? Okay. I've just been. Hi, Charlie Berry. Everybody, I haven't even asked the important questions. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? I know Sheila's doing a C to C. What color, Sheila? Renee's looking for your page, Tyrannical. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. Let's see, Sheila, what color is yours? Blanket. Katrina, what are you working on these days? And I know Miss Tina is working on the doll. Jeanette is working on 3 washcloths. Uh, Ursula is doing the knit along with me. Her shawl is beautiful. It is really beautiful. And she's also working on mosaic. I know nobody knew what this was. I could see the pattern in my head, but the name wasn't coming to me. She's also working on a mosaic blanket, and it is pretty. Ursula's work is just awesome. It really is. Daphne, what are you working on these days? And I know Laurie is putting granny squares together for a blanket. She is putting hearts together for a garland. And she is doing, I don't know what else are you doing, Laurie? Gigi's working on her mother's blanket. And she's got about, I think she's down to 17 bits now. She's going to come through the phone and get me. Oh my gosh. Um. Oh, hi Mel. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Okay, Ty says, no, that's me singing popular songs. I just do the cover songs to those. Basically, I sing them in my voice. Oh, okay. Hi Mel. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by. What is on your hook and what is in your cup? Um, Ty says look up Tyrannical Mystery Covers. Ty, I thought when you changed your name to Tyrannical, you changed the whole page. I did not realize that. Laurie says my youngest is almost 17, has his commit now. Will get his license in 6 months. Got a car last weekend. Big, it needs a couple of things. Ooh, this will be the last year we will have to pick him up. Okay. He's almost 17. Goodness. Sunita says, I just popped open the Dr. Pepper, not working on anything at the moment. I love Dr. Pepper. Oh, okay. Our electricity finally came back. Mel, when did you lose your electricity? I didn't know your electricity was out. Were you in one of the storms? Katrina is working on scrubbies. Face scrubbies or kitchen scrubbies, Katrina? Hi, Mel. Thank you for coming by. Mama J Way, thank you so much for coming by. No, not well. Actually, I feel worse, which means I'm getting better because when I'm congested, I don't realize I'm congested. When it starts breaking loose is when I start feeling bad. So contradictory. Feeling bad is really getting good. It's me, you know. It's just me. So the worse I feel, really, the healthier I am because all this stuff is coming out. You are knitting circular washcloths. On needles or on the loom, Mama J Way? I don't know how to knit in a circle. Well, I haven't knitted in so long, it's a wonder I can make a straight row. I mean, honestly. Mel Sunita saying hi. Mama J Way, Ty is saying hi. Ooh, you got coffee in your cup. Yeah. I want some coffee, but I got my tea with my lemon and I do a hard on it. Actually, this tea is a concoction. I was feeling so bad yesterday. I just started throwing stuff in my teapot. And I have one of those teapots with a cylinder down the center so it traps everything. And I threw cloves and a cinnamon stick and some candied ginger and oh no, ginger lemon tea, a little lemon, and a halls. It's a beautiful thing. I may never drink it. I'll just inhale it. Charlie's here? Did I see Charlie? I don't remember. I have CRL. Oh, wait, wait. I just missed somebody. Excuse me, people. I hit the new message thing and it jumped down too far. Okay. I hit new message and it took me all the way down and it skipped a whole bunch of stuff in the middle. Okay, coffee in my cup. We're saying hi to Mama J. Sunita saying hi to Jeanette. Everybody saying hi to Tyrannical. Okay. Kenyon message and said, VJ, that feather yarn is okay, but no frogging. Oh, Kenyon, come on now. I expect you to be on my side. And thank you for watching, Kenyon. I appreciate it. That feather yarn is okay, but no frogging. She's got, oh, Jesus. Okay. Green, good, white, blue, beige. Oh, green, white, blue, and beige. Okay. Mama J saying hi to Jeanette. I'm working on a bob blanket. Okay. What color, Mel? Thank you, Kelly. Kelly, what's in your cup and what's on your hook? I have water in my cup. I'm putting a border on a project that I think will end up as a wall hanger, so I don't end up with the never-ending blanket as Gigi is doing. Now, when next time we see Gigi, she's gonna get after both of us for calling her out. You know that, don't you? I'm just saying. Okay, there is Ty's link. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate it. Um, Mel, you also have a blue dress, so feel free to drop anybody's link, please and thank you. Space Grubby's Kojo has a news event for charity. Oh, that's right. I'm not retaining anything these days. Renee says hello to everybody coming in. Saying hi to everybody. Crystal, how are you? Did your needles come? Thank you for coming by. And thank you for, there was something I asked you to do for me and you did it. So thank you, whatever it was. I saw you last night and you did something. But thank you. I am knitting with needles in a circular washcloth. Oh, interesting. Mama J, were you here when I was showing this? I'm doing the knit along with Linda Simpson and Gina Pike from Knitting Turnpike. This is the shawl that they're doing for the knit along. This is the first thing I have knitted in about 35 years. I am so proud of myself, I can't stand it. It's supposed to be a shawl when I get through. Lord only knows what it's going to be. It's supposed to be a shawl. But my pattern is where it's supposed to be and it looks the way it's supposed to look. So I am happy. I'm a happy girl. I am happy. And every time I run into a problem, I get on live with them and I go, why? But so many people are asking questions for me, I haven't had to ask too many questions. Let's see, Tyrannical saying hi to Crystal. Trina says, to get a circular knit shape, you just do short rows and then connect at the end, or form a tube and close the top and the bottom, then fasten off. Really? Short rows and then connect at the end, or form a tube and close the top and the bottom, then fasten. Oh, okay. Thank you, Katrina. Ooh, I learned so much from you. She says, frog it and cuss like a sailor. Jeannie, hi. Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Girl, I know. Trying to type on that phone is ridiculous, and it never gives you what you put in, and then it just corrects it and says, "This is what you should have typed," and you're like, "No, that's not what I wanted." Different shades of green. Really? Now, did you ever order any of that yarn off Etsy? Did you find any that you liked that had the free shipping? Because I looked for free shipping and I found those that I sent you, but I didn't look at the price of the yarn. Were the yarn prices reasonable? Hi, Amanda, how are you? Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And Denny says, Denny, you're with Raven? You two are together? How did that happen? Inquiring minds want to know. I know you're both northeast, but are you both northeast close enough to get the... Oh, I am so jealous. Hi. Mel's dropping Katrina's link. Thank you so much, Mel. Kenya said feather yarn, great blanket. I looked at that. I thought about that. That is too pretty to make a blanket out of. Mama saying hi to Tyrannical. I have a feeling that I'll do what Lori and Daphne said and pair it with something to make something. I think it would make a nice shawl, but I'm gonna have to work on my skills before I tackle that. I got my needles, but haven't started yet. Been a long day and this learning information long, so I will probably start tonight. Looks lovely. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Okay, you got your needles. Yeah, it's been a long day. Did you hear I was fighting with my internet for like 3 hours? I'm just so happy to be on. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Benny saying hi to Mama J. That is beautiful. I will look for that video. Oh, thank you. Oh, Mama J, it's going to be in the description below the Simpson Turnpike call. So when I end this and it comes live, you can just click the link and it'll take you right to it. Or you can do the pound Simpson Turnpike Cal. I think it's KAL for middle on. So yeah, I try to put everything in the description so that people don't have to go look for things. Can you hold up your spiral square? Hmm. Well, I was cleaning up and I was taking things to my craft room, so I don't know if they're even still here because I was trying to give everything its own little project bag and be all organized. So then, this is when you do the 10 things that are in your craft bag. I don't have. Well, that's one craft bag. Let's see. Maybe. Okay, I got organized. I didn't clean up. So there are my spiral squares. I ran out of indigo, and so when I feel better, I will go over to Michael's and get some more indigo because I don't want to. I don't want to have to place such a big order just to get indigo because paying for shipping is against my religion. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is my 11th square. So what I had said I was going to do is just do the center part for 12 and 13. And as soon as I get my indigo, all I have to do is do the outside part and then stitch them together and do the handle and it's done. So I only need 2 more. So that's for the 13 square bag. Because I have enough of the red and the painted desert and the khaki to finish it. I just don't have any more indigo. And I went through all of the other yarn that I got in my cotton yarn haul, and none of those packs had an indigo. So I only had 1 indigo. All that yarn and 1 indigo. Mr. Murphy is alive and well and living in my hip pocket. I'm getting there, Raven. I'm getting there. There's hope for me. I'm closer than Gigi is. Okay. I'm busy with too many different. I'm praying I finish the blanket before the end of the year. And there's the link for A Mama J Way. Thank you so much, Mel. Oh, sis, that's beautiful, DJ. You should be so proud. You can't stand it. That's a great feeling. Yes, it is, Laurie. Yes, it is. Thank you so much. It really is. Gigi, Denny saying hi to you. Mel is saying hi to Kelly. Let's see. Plus, I work more than 40 hours a week. Yeah, Gigi. Well, you know what? They would have had us working more than 40 hours a week, but they didn't want to pay us overtime, and we were smart enough not to go salary. Renee is listening. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. Renee, you did so much work for me earlier. You don't have to do anything else. I appreciate you. Kelly says, I have to get some circular needles before I start knitting again. I can't use my straight needles anymore. This hurts my hands too much. Oh, Kelly, I am sorry. Kelly, actually, I was having finger cramps with my circular needles. So, I mean, it's the size of the needles, isn't it? Not that they're straight or that they're circular, is it? And I'm asking because, like I said, I haven't knitted in 35 years, so I got all of my circular needles at an estate sale. I got a whole pack of them. Oh, it was a beautiful thing. So it's just you're doing all this stuff. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's so funny when I go to the lives and people are saying I've restarted this 3 times, I've restarted this 4 times. I've restarted so many times, I don't even know how many times I restarted. And when I thought I was going to have to restart it again, I was like, no, I don't want to do it again. But then I said, well, you've done it so many times now, you know how. Oh. Okay, Katrina Mama J Way says she is using short rows. Okay, I will put that on my list of things to try. Kelly and Mel are saying hi to each other. Thank you all so very much. Okay. Okay, you didn't order any? Okay. How are your headaches, Mel? Are they better? Gigi, Jeanette is saying hello. Katrina saying hello. I'm working on some face towels and watering my cup for the city coldness. Jeanette, you see, I had to go and finally put on my sweatshirt because the temp is dropping. I brought my plants in The rain had knocked over this big tropical, I don't even know the name of its plant that I had outside, and I let it lay on its side until I thought most of the water had drained out of it before I stood it upright, and I brought it immediately into the house because I don't want any frogs. The last time I had it outside and it rained and I brought it in the house, I brought frogs into the house. It was not pretty. My cat had a ball. I had a nervous breakdown. I had to leave for a little bit. I had to help my daughter with homework. God bless you, Daphne. Daphne, how old is your daughter? What's Mama J-Way? What color is it? Okay, Mama J-Way, Katrina says awesome, and she wants to know what colors are you using? Are you doing solid or eyelet? And Jeanette Denny says she enjoyed your live today. Monda saying hi to you, Jeanette, and hi to Daphne. And Crystal says, I am taking forever for the last run on my cardigan. I should be ashamed. No, Crystal, you should not be ashamed because this is WIP It Wednesday, and this is where you bring your whip. And if anybody would like to come up and show their whips, I will drop the link. Lord, now I'm late dropping the link. What is wrong with me? Oh, that's because I had to tell you my tale of woes. You've forgotten your hair recipe. Mom, the whole could. No, I understand. I understand. But I thank you. I appreciate you looking. I do. And Monda Daphne saying hi. Okay, Mel, thank you for dropping Sunita's link. I appreciate it. Katrina, Mama AJ is using a variegated yarn. Are you doing solid or are you doing eyelets, Mama J? Anything beautiful? Okay, Mel dropped Jeanette's link. Thank you so much, Mel. Raven, thank you. Well, Raven, you told me that I had to do it, and I'm getting there. I am getting there, and I would have been there, but I ran out of yarn. I can't believe all those packs of cotton yarn I got from Hirschner's, and there was only one indigo. How does that happen? I don't understand. Thank you, Crystal. Crystal, did you do those bags with us? Raven, did you finish your bag? Mel, thank you for dropping Crystal's link. And then Kenyon said, oh, tell Kenyon I said thank you so very much. Thank you. There is hope for me. Thank you. Hi, Consuelo. How are you? What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Jenny is at my house, y'all. I am so jealous. Denny says she was babysitting last night and she's over at your house today. Oh, and since you two are together, whose daughter's house flooded? I wanted to know how is she and her family? Because I couldn't remember which one of the two of you had the daughter in New Hampshire. Constable says hi to everybody. Wave is excited. You all. Kenyon said chocolate milk and on the hook. Tell Kenyon I'm gonna get him. Tell him to pull out his loom. Just tell him to pull out his loom and get jiggy with it. Consuelo saying hi to everybody. Everybody's saying hi to Consuelo. Mel dropped Gigi's link. Thank you so much, Mel. Um, Consuelo said hi, cat. Did I miss cat? Which cat? I didn't see a cat. Consuelo. Oh, you're talking to Katrina. Oh, Lord, help me. There is hope for me. It's just that the needles are heavy. Oh, really? I hope so because I do want to knit again. Oh, okay. Because now I still have my original needles downstairs, but when I and back in the day when I started knitting, I had the long straight needles, and I was watching PBS Knit and Crochet Today, and the lady was showing us how to do a sweater, and I think that's what I was doing. I was following along with her doing a sweater. And then she started talking about the new circular needles that came out and how they were um, much better because you could knit the sweater in a round and you didn't have to seam up the sides. And I said, oh, that is for me. And you could knit the sleeves in a round and not have to sew up the seams. Yeah, that's for me. But then after my kids started using them for sword fighting, I stopped knitting. So then when I went to this estate sale and I bought all of these circular needles, I said, I'm going to start knitting again. So they came along with the knit along. So I said, well, I've got her knitting yarn, and I have her needles, so I need to use them. So here I am. If I am using metal needles that are straight, I have more clamping. Bamboo needles are better, and circulars are even better. Really, Katrina? Okay. Why do you think that is? I learned so much online. I tell you. Hey, man, I tell you. And bamboo needles are better? Hmm. Denny says, Kelly, which ones do you use? Okay. Okay. Kelly says they are straight needles. Kelly, are they straight metal or are they straight bamboo? Denny says she loves circular. Denny, you knit? I didn't know you knitted, girl. What do you like to knit? Hello. Anita says, OMG, I just cremated a happy. Anita! Oh my gosh. I know how you feel. My husband's dog caught a bunny and she kept chomping on it because she thought it was a squeak toy. I took the other dog and ran in the house and I left my husband to deal with it. Ooh. No, no. Unfortunately, no, I'm still having them critical last night because it was really bad and the pain was in my foot anymore. Now, do I have to get a plane ticket and fly over there and take you to the emergency room? Because I will if I have to. We've had this talk. Please. And thank you. Please. Kelly, Denny said circular needles are the way to go. So you're on the right track. Because Denny and Katrina agree with you. Laurie says, question, is the crab stitch in the back loop only a thing, or does it need the stability of both legs of the stitch below? Mama J and Katrina, inquiring minds want to know. I dislike the crab stitch intensely, So I do the modified tab stitch, meaning I do my slip stitch and I turn the whole work and keep going. I can't crochet from left to right. My brain just won't make that flip. It won't do it. Mel Dennis says she's sorry. I know. Mel, I told you we'll do a fundraiser. I'm not blowing smoke here. We will help. Everybody's saying hi. Manda says, I said I have not forgotten my hair recipe to give it to you. I know you haven't forgotten, but if you don't remember what it is, I mean, I'll be here. My hair finally is growing, so don't stress over it. I appreciate it. My daughter used to make hair oils for me, and then my hair started growing, and she gave up on me. Katrina Mama Janeway said she's doing solid. I was so underdressed today. It was 54 degrees and rainy. I had on sandals, capris, and a t-shirt and no jacket. Laurie, I started out in shorts and a t-shirt. I changed to my sweatshirt, yoga pants, and knee-high socks and footies. Okay, Denny, God knows best. He will make a way for me. That's true, but God helps those who help themselves. No, I am waiting for you so we can finish together. Okay, Raven. Soon as I feel better, I am going to, well, you know what? I think after we leave here, I'm going to go online to Michael's to see if I can even get, if my store has the indigo. If not, oh, I will have to order it. So I'll look into that because I was just thinking I could go up there and get it. Sounds beautiful, Mama Jane. Short row variegated produces such pretty patterns with the colors. Mama Jane, you know I want to see now. CJ, I'll be glad to come up with you. Okay, Miss Tina, give me a few to get through these. What time? Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Get through these chats. I'm in Raven's living room. You're killing me. Jenny. Ooh. Jenny, are you going to try Kumahimo? Kumahimo? Raven, did you show it to Jenny? Hi, Angela. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What is on your hook and what is in your cup? What have you got? Thank you for the prayers, everyone. Yes, Mel. I mean, Mel, we want you to be well, my dear. I'm drinking cranberry juice and ginger ale mix. Yeah. Water and bamboo yarn. I'm drinking cranberry juice and ginger ale mix. Water and bamboo yarn, making a cold shoulder top for my daughter. Consuelo, you and your top. You and your top. Mel Ty is offering up prayers. Okay, Raven says that's my daughter, and the man that lived across the hall from her caused a fire, and the house is not livable anymore. Oh, Raven. Oh, I'm so sorry. So what's she gonna do? Timmy said you can mix like a light blue or a light purple with feather yarn. You can either a light blue or a light gray. Might be able to do a light. Yeah, I could probably do a light purple. Kenyon is probably right, but purple's not my favorite color. I think I would probably. Yeah, that's a better light. I think I'd probably go with a light gray. Yeah, because there's gray in there. Like a teal and a light gray. Ooh, if I could find a light teal. A light teal or a light gray. There's Crafts by the Rose. Okay. Let's see. Mama J is good. I love knitting in the round, very little purling for most projects. I saw somebody online crocheting in the continental fashion, and it fascinated me. I can't get, and I thought that was the way that I crocheted until I started going through the tutorial with Linda Simpson and found out that no, I crochet English. Because I thought I held my yarn in my left hand the same way I do when I crochet, but when I started doing the tutorial, it was more comfortable holding it in my right hand, which I thought was backwards. I don't know. You live 25 minutes from Logan. Oh, just rub it in. I'm in a major metropolitan area. I'm in St. Louis, but I'm all by myself. How does that happen? Oh my gosh. Hi, Miss Tina. How's the doll shirt coming? Estella, how are you? Thank you for coming by. What is on your loom and what is in your cup? If you have not seen Estella's channel, she does some beautiful weaving. I love her stuff. Mel has dropped Consuelo's link. Thank you, Mel. Raven and Jenny are both in Massachusetts. Just anybody in St. Louis. Anybody. The straight metal needles are off with the hole and less flexible, so your hands have more opportunity to cramp and hurt. Not if your name is Miss Jane Marple. Yeah, but I mean, but just think, those were the needles everybody used for centuries. Jenny agrees. There's Estella. Her stuff is beautiful. It really is. VJ, you can fly here too. I don't fly, God. God gave me wings. Look at my hair. It's flying already. Oh, forget it. Nope. I can't do it, and I made it worse. There we go. Put your hands down. I am not afraid of flying. I'm afraid of falling. Mel, you are an angel. You really are. Sunita, that is, yeah, Sunita, puppies are still there. Yeah, that little white dog we had, if it moved, she caught it. Possums. We had a golden retriever and a white Finnish something. Looked like a little husky. And if it moved, she caught it. Possums, whatever, and the golden would tell on her. Okay, Mama J says I prefer to do the calf stitch using both legs. Okay, Laurie, Mama J prefers using both legs. The one time I did it, I did both legs, but like I said, I do the modified crab now and I use both legs. Me either, Raven. Me either. No fly zone here. I have to use the little wristbands with the pressure point things. My stomach does not like leaving the ground. And for people who want to jump out of airplanes, why? Why would you want to do that? Mhm. And as you know, I used to work for a trauma center, and the helipad was on the roof, and people would, go up and take a helicopter ride, and they're like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "No." "You want to go up to the helipad and see?" And it's like, "No, I have no desire." Okay, Katrina says, craft stitch or reverse SC. I haven't done it in the back loop only. It would add more definition. Try it out and see what you think after a few stitches. Did I show Jenny what we just the Kuma Hemi? You know the little round thing that you make the stuff with, the thing that you got Gigi hooked on, the Kumi. I can only say it when I'm looking at the word. I can't form that word in my mind today. Wait until I get all this other stuff out of my head and I have room for my brain to maneuver. I want to crochet my 4-year-old grandson a homecoming mom. Any suggestions? I want to crochet my 4-year-old grandson a homecoming mom. You mean the flower? Is that what you mean, Priscilla? I will have to knit the ribbon. I don't have any ribbon in the house. I have fabric though. Hi Sabrina, thank you for coming by. What is on your hook and what is in your cup? Has anybody crocheted a homecoming mom? Do you mean like the ribbon with the big flower on it? Is that what you're talking about, Estella? Those. Okay. Katrina, have you crocheted chrysanthemums before? Mel is saying hi to everybody. Laurie says, I don't have to cook tonight. Yippee. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you are here with me, Mel. Thank you so much. I am drinking peach herbal tea with my grandson. All right. I like peach tea. I like the orange too, the orange spice. Bye all have to go. Thank you, VJ, for a lovely time. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. And thank you, Kelly, for helping me with Jeanette. I appreciate it. You have a great day and stay safe. Everybody is saying bye to Kelly and thank you to Mel. And Sabrina is working on a 50-cent hat and drinking water. Oh, oh, you mean the rapper 50 Cent? Why are you working on a 50 Cent hat? He had a crochet hat on? Oh, okay. I might as well try this cabin back with homeboy and cross. At least as much as I work forward. Before more. This sounds like me with my shawl, Laurie. Okay, Stella, Katrina says, I have done roses and a couple of flowers that can look like a mum if you do enough rounds. There is a pattern called Five Funky Flowers to crochet that might help. Okay, so Estella, look for the pattern Five Funky Flowers and see if that helps you. Welcome back, Ty. We are happy to have you back. Okay, so it says, yes, like in high school, the elementary school celebrates high school homecoming. I don't want to get him a garter. Just want to make a small, okay. Try looking for five funky flowers. Estella, Katrina says that you should be able to work more rounds if you need to make it look the way you're thinking in your head. And you could also crochet that little sash if you want. You don't have to knit it. I know they say knitting uses less yarn. Katrina, do you know why knitting uses less yarn? I would think since the crochet hooks are bigger and you're making bigger stitches, you would use less yarn when you crochet. Laurie set it down for a while and then in a week try it again, says Tyrannical. Okay, my last whip, well, I guess it's not my last whip because I hadn't planned on bringing out the uh, spiral squares, but I am making, we're doing the bottle long, and so my last entry for the bottle long is this rock and roll shawl. And I am going to gift this to my cousin who is going through treatment for the second time. And I have been praying over it as I work it to make it a prayer shawl for her. Green is her favorite color, and I am hoping she finds comfort in it. But when Ba does shawls, she does them lengthways and then goes widthways. I did that for her scarf pattern, and I decided I didn't want to do that for the shawl pattern. So I'm taking her pattern, but I'm doing it crossways instead of long ways, which makes it more manageable for me in the long run. So that's and I'm almost done because it wraps around me. And I think when I get through, my ball of yarn, this ball of yarn, the width that I got at the last estate sale, I think it's the same shade of green. So I'm going to frog this part of the blanket and finish off this green. And when I finish this, then I'm going to be done with the shawl. So I'm working on a crocheted shawl and a knitted shawl. And I have to get yarn for my spiral grannies. So those are my whips. Um, let's see. Yes, Tyrannical said, let it sit and try it again. Estella says, thank you, Katrina. True, crochet ribbon and little lace should do it. Okay. Katrina says, no, it's because with crochet we pull through two loops and with knitting only one loop for the basic stitch. Oh, oh, okay. Laurie says, thanks, Ty. I've been putting it down for a week, for a year now. It's time to get done. Thank you, Mel. You have not attended. Well, you're doing blankets, so just do a third of your blanket and you'll have a shawl. Okay. It is 4:12. Katrina says, I agree, VJ. I feel that I have more control over my shape and less playing yarn chicken making my shawls crossways. Yeah, yeah. And it's easier for me to go crossways, especially when it's little. I can put it in a little project bag and take it with me. If I make it long ways, I've got to have a big enough bag to put this long thing in, and it's harder to stop and start again because I want to finish the row. As soon as I finish this row, I will go do X, Y, Z. Well, when this row is 263 stitches long, I don't get anything else done. So if I'm working crossways, I have more stopping points in my mind because I always want to finish the row. Thank you. Thank you. Now, how many people here also knit, Katrina knit, Denny knit, Estella knit, Crystal knit, Tina knit? Did I miss somebody? 5 of us do both? Well, I'm starting to try to knit again. Oh, Mama J. How can I forget Mama J? Because we like getting our crafts in. And it's calming and it's relaxing. And I am happy my grandmother put me on this path. The things that took me, this is not me. You know what? You're too busy making blue hats. But you could knit blue hats. You could knit blue hats. Who had beginning knitting? Um, Molly Bird. Molly Bird had beginning knitting. And I think Linda Simpson, no, Knitting Turnpike had beginning knitting. Linda Simpson had beginning crochet. Lily, thank you. Thank you so much for dropping my link in Jeanette's chat. I appreciate it because I was sitting there just muted. I didn't get anything done. What is in your cup and what is on your hook, Lily? And Katrina is saying hi to Lily. Oh, I am going to drop the link. If anybody would like to come up and show what they are working on before we go, show everybody the pretty colors and what they've got going on. Laura says, gotta run, picking up Chinese food for dinner. Oh, why are we always talking about food? Oh, that sounds good. Something hot and spicy. Ooh, that would really get this stuff out of my chest. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you don't have to cook because you're picking up Chinese food. Laurie, that's cheating. Pick up something while you're at it. Oh, now I have to figure out what I can order. Okay, I have to figure out if they'll make it for me with no MSG because I don't want my pizza tonight. But I want something hot and spicy. Yes. Oh, you can make Charlie, what are you calling a long time? It's been 35 years for me. I bet I beat you. Okay, I dropped the StreamYard link. Lily says, I'm actually getting ready to go out to the store, so I just stopped by to work. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by, Daphne. I really do. I really do. And Laurie has put something on my mind now. Now I have to place a Chinese order for something really hot, really well seasoned. I had made some chicken soup. The Chinese sounds so much better than my chicken soup, especially since I had that yesterday. I want something else now. Laurie, don't bite it. Mm. I have to think on that. See if I feel like leaving the house. If I don't feel like leaving the house, then I'll just eat my chicken soup, eat my orange, and call it a day. as I go back to my knitting, since I found two more balls of yarn. Kenyon taught himself to knit. You know what? In the scheme of things, I had a book and I went on Knit and Crochet today and I followed them and read my book and I just kept going. I just kept going. Well, everybody, I thank you all so much for coming by. There are so many places that you could have spent your afternoon, and you chose to spend some time with me, and I really, really appreciate it. Crystal, with her sore trap, is outside playing sex with the puppy. Now that is a good mother. That is, we do what we can for our kids, we do what we can for our pets, and we don't take nearly as good a care of ourselves as we do other people. So we need to take better care of ourselves, enjoy this life because we only have one go around through this world. We need to be kind to each other. I thank everybody who came by today. I thank everyone who is subscribed to my channel. I thank everyone who spends time watching my videos. I am new at this. I know all my videos are very rough, but we all had to learn sometime. So I thank everybody who can suffer through this with me. I can't help but get better. Thank you, Sunita. I appreciate it. You take care of yourself and have a great afternoon. Okay, Charlie. Since okay, so that well, you're up there with me because I was in my early 20s when I stopped knitting, and I am 66 now. So okay, we just have to start together again. Thank you. You have an awesome day, Lisa. Ty, you take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. I love you too, Crystal. You have a great one. Raven, Denny, everybody, you have a great afternoon. Katrina, thank you so much for coming by and all the help. I learned so much from you. Yes, Lisa, we only have one life and we need to enjoy it. Estella, thank you so much for coming by. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you for coming by. Tina, Jeanette, Gigi, everybody, Renee, thanks for all of your help today. I really appreciate it. And I will see everybody later. Stay safe and happy crafting. Bevy, I know you were here too. I said crafting and I remembered Miss Bevy. Thank you everybody who's been here, spent time, chatted, liked, subscribed, commented. Thank you all for everything you've done. You don't know what it means to me. Have a great day. Bye bye.